eliminate your opponents and claim victory.
Alright, what's up? My name is Tara, and on this video, I wanted to address a topic that a lot of people talk about on a constant basis. In the background, you're going to be watching some elimination gameplay I captured earlier, playing with randoms. I played a handful of matches getting matched up against full player teams, and sometimes I could feel the sweat, and other times, it was just normal easier matches. There were a number of times in these matches where I definitely got salty, but it's hard playing against full teams with blueberries on your team. Anyhow, the question that I want to address is if the current version of the Crucible we are in is broken. Now, I personally do not really like the term meta. I feel like it really places a narrow mindset onto what is viable in the Crucible, when in actuality, the Crucible now is arguably the most balanced it has been like ever. You will always get the nostalgic players that go on about how much more balanced Year 1 really was, but come on guys, let's be like realistic. Frankly, Year 1 Crucible was a jumbled mess. Auto rifles dominated the first season, and the hand cannons like rose to the top, being like an unstoppable juggernaut towards the end. Like Thorn, Last Word, and Hawkmoon were the gods of the Crucible, outgunning even like the most powerful of primaries. Special weapons were also like a mutt. Remember Shot Package and Rangefinder? What about Final Round Snipers? When you start Trials of Osiris and you just hear those two volleys go off in the background. Grenade and Horseshoe rocket launchers, Clown Cartridge, Tripod. These are just some of the ridiculous standards that were offered up in Year 1. Now, I am not saying that Year 2 is perfect. As a matter of fact, I think Year 2 is far from perfect. All I am saying is that in this current rendition of the Crucible, as of right now in August of 2016, it is the most balanced that has ever been in the past. There are definitely weapons that outshine others. However, for the first time in the Crucible, I feel that just about every kind of weapon is viable in some sort of fashion. Do some things need tweaks? Yes, I think they do. But personally, I do not think Year 1 was better in any fashion whatsoever. I understand that yes, there genuinely are people that prefer the one-sided playstyle that was Year 1, but it did not contribute to the overall objective of Destiny, which is to welcome all kinds of playstyles from all players. In Year 2, the main quote-unquote meta includes the high rate of fire pulse rifles such as Hawksaw, Grasp Malot, or the Mida Multi-Tool Exotic Scout Rifle, Last Word Exotic Hand Cannon, and the equipable primary Universal Remote Shotgun. High impact shotguns and relatively high impact sniper rifles such as LDR and 1000 Yard Stare, those are some of the special weapon meta that is considered in this Year 2 era. I'm sure there may be more that I failed to mention. Although this is a small list for what is considered top tier in Crucible, unlike Year 1, all unlisted types of weapons are still viable in the Crucible. You can still compete with a Suros Regime, or a bad Juju, if that's your preferred playstyle. Doctrine of Passing Archetype auto rifles used to be dominant in the earlier times of Year 2. If you don't know Doctrine of Passing Archetype, those are your bullet hose archetype auto rifles. After the Pulse Rifle season, and before the current season we are in now, Doctrine of Passing, Arminius D, and other high rate of fire auto rifles dominated the Crucible. Year 2 has been the most stable Crucible that we have ever had in Destiny's cycle. Hopefully, with Rise of Iron, Bungie will continue much improved balancing system. I did not even talk about the class balancing itself, as that will be saved for another video. This was just a short commentary addressing what the current state of the Crucible is. I get constant messages and comments of people pointing out how much better Year 1 really was, when in actuality, I don't believe it was whatsoever. I feel like there was only one playstyle that you could really do to be successful, and that was to use Thorn and Matador 64. I wanted to touch on again at the end of this video, more specifically the kind of content that will be coming to NGAGE Network. I know at the last commentary, I did point out that there will be series coming, but here, I want to dive in a little deeper and tell you exactly what kind of content I'm planning on dropping for the Destiny side on the NGAGE Network. The first series I plan on releasing is going to be called Legendary Spotlight. In this series, I acquire a random legendary engram or legendary weapon by some means and take it to the Crucible using whatever perks it comes with. Even if it's exhumed, last resort, or hot swap, whatever they may be, I will use it to its full potential. The second series I planned on doing, I actually wanted to try out the 50 kill class challenge. NGAGE, another Destiny YouTuber, has released a series where he tries to do the 50 kill class challenge. I personally wanted to take part in the 50 kill class challenge myself, and I thought what better way to do it than just showcase it here on the NGAGE Network channel. Hopefully these are some good series to start off the Destiny content on the NGAGE Network channel, If you guys have any series ideas of your own, leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely take a look at them. I also would like you guys to leave comments below talking about the Crucible meta and your opinion on it. If you truly believe year 1 was better than year 2, tell me why. What about year 1 made it better than year 2? Because as it stands, I strongly feel that year 2 is the superior Crucible. Thank you for tuning into this video. Be sure to stay tuned for the series that are going to be coming onto the channel soon. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one.
All enemies have been eliminated.